What's up, y'all? This is Critic, and today I'm reviewing a new movie that just came out on Netflix called Concrete Cowboy. Now it stars Idris Elba, Caleb McLaurin, and Jarrell Jerome, who y'all know from different movies and TVs and such. Also, it's directed by Ricky Staub. I never heard of him before, but I guess he's one of the new directors that's out on the scene. And so, what is this movie about? Well, this movie is basically about this boy played by Caleb who's in trouble in school, having trouble with teachers and all that. And the mom, sorry, I don't know her name, but the mom ended up having trouble with Caleb. And so, after having trouble with school and all that, the mom has no choice but to bring Caleb to Philadelphia to be with his father, who's played by Idris Elba. And the father is a cowboy in Philadelphia, raising horses, stables, and have a team that helps him out, build that stuff up. And while that's going on, Caleb at first is not getting along with his dad, and so he's hanging out with his friend, his childhood friend, played by Jarrell Jerome, and they hang out, do a couple of bits here and there, street stuff. So what did I think about this movie? Well, let's just start off with the shots, the cinematography. I thought the shots in here were surprisingly really good. I actually like the mosaic, the mosaic paintings that you see in the art museum, like, angels and all that. Yeah, it basically got that type of shot, which is surprisingly really good. And I'll just say this, every shot that they make here in Philly looks really good. And of course, Philadelphia is a landscape. It has like perfect landscapes that you can take pictures of, and it will look beautiful any way you put it. So yeah, I like the shots. It has like a lot of greens, browns, sometimes purples, and it looks great. I'll say they didn't have like the music that stands out, so I'm not gonna get into that. But the acting is really good, of course, from Idris Elba, Caleb, Jarrell Jerome. They're all incredible actors. Jarrell Jerome I'm surprised he ain't getting no leading man roles like DC, Marvel, Star Wars, any type of IP that's really huge. Y'all ain't gonna go after Jarrell Jerome. Like ever since Moonlight, he's been killing it. When They See Us and now this, like, he should be getting some roles, man. I'm surprised, but yeah, Idris, Caleb, Jarrell Jerome, they all did great, of course. So no going in that point. But the thing that stands out in this movie is the story. Now, of course, you have your typical, black trauma, son not knowing his dad, drug life, city life, being in the streets or whatever. But they don't really get into that. It's basically about fatherhood. This movie's about second chances. And this movie is basically about bringing a community together to build something that will be safe for everyone and not go into the street life and such and such. And when I came to that conclusion is when, I'm not going to get into a scene, but Caleb at first doesn't like his father because, of course, he's been estranged from him. He hasn't seen his father in years. So we think his father is a piece of shit. When really, it's just, I gotta say without spoiling it. Well, what I can say is that Idris is, you never know what situation someone's going through. And they might look like a piece of shit when you hear what they've done, but if you don't learn from their perspective, then you're not going to understand why they left you. And when it comes to like second chances, people that are part of the staple, one of Idris' friends, I forgot his name, but he's in a wheelchair, and he talks about his story about how he was in the drug life, with his brother. And one day him and his brother were fighting over a corner, or they were fighting someone over a corner, and then his brother ended up being dead and he ended up in a wheelchair. And at the end, the corner didn't really matter because the building that they own ended up being a Starbucks. And so it didn't really matter, and that changed his tune, and he ended up helping out horses and creating a staple, doing something good in life other than street life, because what's the point? There's no point. That's just a waste of time. So yeah, It's about fatherhood, second chances, and about bringing the community together that just wants to, do something that's not about guns or drugs or anything like that. They also have Method Man in here, by the way, and I cannot take Method Man seriously. But surprisingly, he does good in this. Like at first, it's crazy because it's Method Man, but then as the movie goes on, Method Man does a great job being a cop. All in all, I like Concrete Cowboy. I recommend you watch it, and I will give Concrete Cowboy. I will give it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. It will teach you, like I said before, about fatherhood, about second chances, and it's in Philadelphia, which is a great landscape, for a visit or whatnot. And please, I already seen stuff on Netflix like how you say young boy. Don't even ask that. So that's it for my review. Make sure to like this video, comment down below your thoughts on Concrete Cowboy. Did you enjoyed it, or are you planning on watching it on Netflix, which is out right now? Also, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to be the first to see my new content. All right, y'all. Peace.